shouldn't have any problems with them. How are you in front of a camera?
Oh, I get a little bit awkward about that. Better being with you than just random videographers.
Yeah.
That's where I walk out.
Right, I'll start it off. So I'll sit down here and I'll just do a quick intro for you.
Yeah.
And then I'll get up and you can sit down.
Easy.
And you can give him a round of applause as well when he sits down.
Wait, after you finish your round pause?
At the same time.
Oh, at the same time.
Yeah. Pretty good. G'day legends, welcome back to Mikey Talk. Today we have episode 23, another ripping guest episode. This guy is one of the hottest DJs and producers in Melbourne. Country kid, now living in the big city. I know his friends love him a lot, and so do I. Let's give a warm welcome to my little cousin, Benjamin. How you doing today, mate? Just played a game of 2K, you absolutely rinsed me.
Yeah, I reckon it was 30 plus points, so...
You got close.
Let the camera know.
I can tell what you've been doing with your spare time.
Yeah, a lot of 2K.
Alright man, let's start off. Boxing Days at Grandma's house. Got a bit rowdy as kids. Did you see a music career on the horizon when we were teenagers getting loose at Granny's?
Oh, I don't think a career, but I've always made music, so yeah. I think at that time it was just sort of like a hobby, and then maybe like later in life, 17, 18 Boxing Days, so yeah, I don't know. 50-50.
I feel like it was a surprise for me. Like I didn't even know that you were into music or that was anything that you were playing around with. Do you think everyone was like that, or did some people know that this was something you were facing?
Oh, I think kids at school, because I was sort of already doing other stuff, but it wasn't as public. And then I think for when like I went into dance music, especially for all you guys, like I feel like that would have been just like, wait, what's going on here? So yeah,
just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah, for sure.
I want you to tell a story next. I've got a picture on my phone that I'll show you.
What's this going to be?
I think this will be familiar for you. It's one of my favourite stories. So, the Homer Simpson bong.
I love this story.
I'll flash it up on the...
that is the exact bong as well.
That is the exact one?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear this story?
I don't know.
Nah,
I feel like I have. I feel like when
you
say it,
I reckon I've told it before. Yeah, so the Homer bong, this would have been, I reckon, when I was like 17. I would have been like year 12 actually, I reckon. So I decided that I wanted a little fancy bong instead of smoking just a normal gator. And I bought a Mr. Sparkle Homer Simpson ceramic bong. And yeah, we got that. I got it delivered to the house, and it's in this massive package taped with Fragile. And instead of opening it in front of Mum, I've taken it to the room, and then Mum's just never seen what come of that. So she's cleaning my room one day, and she's found this massive Homer. It's legit like this big Homer bong under my bed. She come out into the lounge room. Ben, what's this? And I just couldn't keep a straight face because I just see Mr. Sparkle with a massive ceramic. Oh, it's just. Yeah, but can't beat that.
No. Do you reckon it's still around?
Well, yeah, I reckon so. It got confiscated from my parents, and Dad has been seeing me some red eyes in the morning, so I reckon he might be smoking it with the boys at work.
Yeah. One of my missions in life is to get it off your mum one day.
Yeah. Well, I asked her about it like a week ago, and she just laughed and brushed it off. So
it's definitely there.
There's somewhere.
I feel like you went from zero to like headlining shows in just a few years. What were you doing before music, and when did you decide to go all in?
Well, I think it was the reason for that was because I was doing it from home, and like in Traralgon, there's not really much opportunity for like dance music or anything. So I wasn't even playing gigs or anything. I think I did like one show there, and then by that time I was already making music, and they'd done a lot of streams, so I sort of got signed straight away, and then straight over to Melbourne for a headline show. So yeah, I think that's why it's sort of come up so quickly, but. I think for me, it was just a lot of work behind the scenes in like actual music production as well that sort of helped me get to that spot so quickly. The music was my brand from like day one, so yeah.
Did you have other people in Traralgon that were also making music, or was this something you were a bit like solo on? Yeah,
that's the funny thing. Like I always like have sort of done it myself. Like now I have a few mates that DJ, but like I notice all of the other DJs have mates that they've grown up producing and they can bounce off and collab with. But for me, like my mates are just like they all listen. So yeah, it's not much people doing it down at Traralgon at all.
You got a lot of fanboys there. I know you got a big posse.
Yeah.
Your remix of Money Trees that went super viral. What was it like watching that blow up? And was that one of your first ones that went really big?
That was the very first one. So I was still working at the time. I was doing reception at Child Protection, and I remember I'd made the song. I posted it straight away after I finished it, and literally just a screen recording TikTok, and then I think I went on break or something, and my TikTok notifications were crazy. Like there was so many comments, views, everything. I was like, holy shit, like what's happening here? And then that just kept building over time. Like there was a few of my mates are still living in Melbourne while I was living back home, and they used to send me videos all the time of people playing it out. Like they'd be at a club and they'd just hear it, and I was like, fuck, this song's just going like crazy.
Wow.
And yeah, that's what pretty much got me signed as well. So
yeah. Were you expecting it when you put it up? Like, did you have a feeling this one could be good?
I had to I don't think it's the best produced song, but when I made it, it was like the drill techno sort of thing was going big. So I sort of made like a drill techno backing track with a vocal that was more popular because I wanted to catch ears. Like I wasn't trying to do like some crazy production. It was more, I was just trying to get streams, and I mean, it worked out in the end. It just started to get the right ears, and then it just kept like snowballing over time. People telling their friends about it. So yeah, it sort of worked.
Does it still get played? Like, do you still get people?
Oh, yeah. The last time I played him at the third day in Melbourne, I seen about 20 phones with Money Trees just on it. But I don't play it as much anymore because it's just completely a different style, and like I'm a little bit sick of it. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's always gets requested.
Yeah. Moving from Hazelwood to now Melbourne, what was that transition like for you?
I mean, it was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life. Like I used to always kick myself about not going to do uni in Melbourne and not moving here with my mates, and then I sort of hit two birds with one stone, being able to do music for a job, and that is also the reason I could come up here. So yeah, I don't know, I found it really easy to like live away from home and like sort of like be independent and do like music and shit for like just a passion. So yeah, I think it was easy.
Yeah. How do you find when you go back home now? Like, is it?
Look, I love going to see family and that, but like I think everything that I love is up here as well. So yeah, I just go home for like watching the boys play footy, go see family, and other than that, I usually stick it up here. So
yeah. A couple gigs up in Traralgon.
Oh, I have played in Traralgon, but yeah, I think I'm gonna stop that because the first few times I went down, it was really good, and now it's sort of like everyone there, it's always the same crowd, so everyone's like, oh, I've seen him before.
Yeah, who's this kid? We know who he is.
Yeah.
You played a set in the Good Ideas kitchen, like early days when Good Ideas was starting. How do those early gigs, not just that one, but all the ones that you were playing in those early days compared to where you're playing now?
I still sort of do like some smaller stuff every now and then. I think like I step up to a gig, and doesn't matter where it is or how many people are there, I get the same amount of like nervousness. Like it's always like it's just a passion of mine, so I care more about like fucking it up rather than like how many people there or anything. But yeah, I mean my second gig ever was like 2,000 people supporting Storm, and then I've gone and done recent stuff to like 100 to 200 people. So I feel like I've sort of varied over the 3 years anyway.
Yeah, the nerves stay the same.
Yeah, nerves stay the same. It's always like the same. I feel like I've definitely matured a lot more and gotten better at DJing and like not getting smashed before I play and all those sort of things. But yeah, that's the only real difference, I think.
Because I remember even at Club Saffron at the start of this year when I followed behind you with the camera and got a bit of an inside look. Like the 10 minutes. It's like all chill and fun throughout the day, and then as it actually gets closer to start playing, I remember sitting behind with you, and it's like, oh fuck, now you're starting to get nervous.
Yeah, you've seen it firsthand. That's like, it's it's 10 minutes beforehand. It's like when it starts to settle in, you see the crowd, and you're like, holy shit, like now I've got to actually perform, and I'm like 8 beers in, and you got all your friends there watching you, waiting for you, and you got to do this for an hour too. And then once you get up there, the first 5 minutes, it just everything goes away. So
yeah, every single time.
Yeah, it's always the same.
I was doing a bit of a stalk online, and you were described as spearheading the new wave of hard house. So, I actually feel like I'm a bit out of touch with the music scene, and I read that, I'm like, I don't even know what hard house is. how can you explain this type of music? And is that an accurate description?
I'm sort of like coming up with a new wave, with hard house and stuff like that. But hard house is just a revival from like 90s hard house as well. I feel like it's a little bit different now, but there's a lot of pioneers like Kyle Starkey, Dart, everyone's sort of bringing it back. I feel like I'm just part of that as well, and making this new music. And definitely in Australia, there's only a select few that are doing it. So yeah.
Were you always a fan of that 90s music, or is it developed later?
I always liked the older stuff. I think that for me, hard house is more like melodic and euphoric, and I always loved the melodies and music. So I think that's like why I got drawn to it in the end.
Yeah, but there's not many people playing.
Yeah, it's sort of like it is a little bit saturated, but I feel like there's I don't know. I think there's some people doing it really well in Australia, and then a lot of people are like sort of catching on late.
Yeah, makes sense. How have you been balancing your downtime now that the NBA's in its off season? I know I've dropped in today, and we've just had a game of 2K, and I know you've got a lot of time during the week.
Yeah. For 5 days a week normally I've got free, so I'm either playing 2K. I've started getting into golf, which has been really good for me. But yeah, no, NBA sucks. Like, I wake up at like 1 p.m. now because I've got nothing to do, and yeah, it's not good.
Especially as a Thunder fan, high off a championship.
Yeah, I just want Thunder basketball to be back right now, to be honest.
Would you go to OKC?
I would 100% go to OKC. So I've got some velocity points. I'm tossing up whether to spend them on Europe or go to Oklahoma and hopefully watch a finals. That's the big one on my bucket list for sure.
Yeah. So maybe another 20 years from now.
Yeah. Hopefully next year.
So you're in the middle of your I Feel It tour at the moment?
Yep.
You've played how many? 3 or 4 so far?
3 down, yeah.
Yeah. What's the most surprising thing about touring and travelling?
Most surprising thing, I think for myself, I mean, maybe not as much anymore, but like going on a plane and going all these different places, like sort of becomes second nature to me. And then like sometimes I like ground myself and like, holy shit, like I'm flying to like around Australia and just like doing a hobby in front of people that actually want to see me do it. I think that's surprising to me that you can like sort of get paid for that as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's like just seeing some sold out spots as well on the tour is pretty crazy as well. Pretty surprising. Like I didn't think that we'd be able to do that well with the sales, but it's been really good so far. Yeah,
and then you've got Melbourne this week.
Yeah,
and then
Sydney. 2 in Sydney, and then I think we're back to Melbourne. I'm not too sure. I can't quite remember.
Yeah,
but Melbourne and Sydney. So they'll obviously be big ones that I'm keen for.
I know you missed your flight home from Tassie once. Is that the only time you missed a flight? Or?
Yeah, that's well. I missed that flight. That was the only one I've missed, but there was a time in Sydney where I had a late flight, 5 p.m, and the domestic flights, they don't go past 9 p.m. or something like that, and it got delayed to the point where there was no flights running anymore, so they didn't give me any compensation. I had to stay in Sydney for another night, but yeah, I wouldn't count that as missing it.
No,
but,
it's pretty good.
Though.
Just one out of all the flights.
One out of probably 100. So,
yeah, knowing you, I would have put that number as a lot higher.
Yeah,
actually, I'm quite surprised.
That's what Mum and Dad thought as well, but yeah, no, I've done pretty well.
There are things you don't want to miss though. Like you don't want to miss a flight.
Yeah, it costs too much. It cost me like $600 just to get back from Tassie.
That's fucked. It's like across the road.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Well, we've made it through the whole interview except for the last question, which we'll jump into. So, country kid to Melbourne legend. I'm self-proclaiming that. What's next for Benjamin, and where do you want to take this?
I think definitely trying to tap into more of the Europe scene. I think Hard House is like a Europe sort of sound, so it would make sense for me to like hopefully move over there or tour a lot more over there. Yeah, that's a plan for the future. Is just like to bring my sound global rather than just local. So
yeah,
for sure.
Catch a few more flights, do a bit of travelling,
see
more of the world.
Longer flights.
Sick, man. Well, I'm super proud of you. Like especially as younger cousin, I've loved watching you come up, and I see the effort that you put in. And I think the thing that I love the most about you is just how much your mates really care about you and the friendship and the community that you have, and it's like it's such a wholesome environment. And yeah, I've loved watching you and super proud of you.
Proud of you too, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Alright, thank
I
you.
cleaned up too. Love that.
Fuck yeah.
Easy done. Oh.
The next hour will be the last hour of this festival. I want to assure you that I am here for two reasons, and two reasons only. To make you dance, and to show you what I